Yes, as I said, thinking they can play God. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Their jealousy. And yet, it's not going to stop me. And I don't know what they're aiming at. They not only have stolen a lot of my intellectual property, and the fact that they don't care. Well, what would happen if the Nazi soldiers come storming in? It is time for us to carry out an investigation, but it's also a time for us to place your government under arrest for the atrocities committed upon this so-called national pastor here, who's actually a German. He's actually a German. But of course, you people wouldn't know any difference. You know, they like to, with this evil partnership of the Māori and the so-called Pākehā in this country, they like to control coconuts more so than the other indigenous people that I have noticed, or PIs as I have seen. That's correct. I know, it's pathetic. It's so pathetic. And you know, the other thing that they've gotten really, you know, so so well at doing is screening and monitoring people that are not even dangerous. I mean, seriously. If I was a dangerous criminal, that's great. My criminal record is clean. But you see how they feel the need to dictate to my privileges and control my life and subject me to slavery? That's great. All in the name of what? Well, I mean, there's constantly stalking and screening and monitoring my movements and whatnot. But I mean, check my criminal record. What are you doing with all the data and the so-called stalking of me? That's correct. And what it really boils down to is their insecurities. Their insecurities. Low self-esteem as well. Why do you need to control people to feel like, you know, that you're in control? To make you feel better, give you high self-esteem. Is it really necessary to so-called stalk people that are not even dangerous and are not even terrorists? They might have very strong views about things, but I think that these people are becoming paranoid. These people are becoming far too paranoid in this country. The government of New Zealand, and especially the Maori people in this country, who are spies for the white man. You know, they need to listen into people's private conversation, especially people like myself, because I don't know, maybe they don't trust. I don't know what's this issue about. Why do they need to know what I say in private? Why do you need to even go there? I know that, for example, Dame Kiri Te Kanawa, oh, they would never ever listen in onto her private conversation. And they wouldn't dare listen into, you know, if she's making out, that's right, with her so-called beloved. And they certainly don't need to screen her either. Well, I guess it's the difference between Dame Kiri Te Kanawa and myself is that, well, she's also part Māori, New Zealand born, that's correct. And also, well, she's well renowned internationally. But that because they trust her because she's not likely to do anything to them, that's correct, some sort of evil. So I guess they trust her, so they'll let her, you know, prosper and succeed in everything that she could possibly do. But they won't impose any impingements or any restrictions on her civil liberties. How wonderful. Yes, but you see, she's a dame, a knight, that's correct, of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. I'm a sovereign head.